Hi there everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the answers that can be used for problem solving interview questions. Question number 1. When you are faced with a problem, what do you do? So, when I am faced with a problem, I respond to it instead of reacting to it. I look for examples on how to solve the problems and I see how other people solve the problems, and I'll have a list of approaches towards the problem and I will see which approach works best for me, and according to that I will take my actions. So while taking my actions, I will communicate with my managers and co-workers. Question number 2 is, tell me about a time when you faced an unexpected challenge at work. So it was the time when I was a temporary school teacher. I had to deal with two students who fought with each other and one of them broke their head. So I took an immediate action. I brought the student who got hit to the office to let the teacher on duty know what happened, and I immediately asked the teacher on duty to bring him to the hospital, and fortunately nothing worse happened. The student was okay after that. Question number 3 is, how do you weigh the pros and cons before making a decision? So when I have a list of solutions that can be taken, I will list down the pros and cons of each decision, and when I see the cons, if the cons are very terrible, then I will not take that type of solution. Instead, if there are pros which will outweigh the cons and will give a positive outcome, then I'll take that decision. Question number 4. How would you handle a disgruntled and dissatisfied customer? So, first of all, I will remain calm and approach them kindly. So I will be a very good listener and I will try to put myself in their shoes and I'll try to relate their problem. I would also apologize if the company is at fault, and before I suggest any solutions, I will let them lead to a solution so that I would make them feel valued and also in control. So finally, I will apologize again and I will implement the resolution and make sure this doesn't happen again. Question number 5. What metrics do you track on a regular basis? How do you use the information to adjust your approach? As an email marketing manager, I often use visits rates and a number of leads rates and social media metrics monthly. So when I see visits rates daily, I will know how well our website is doing at attracting visitors, and also it determines the success of our company's campaigns. And secondly, for number of leads, not all the people who visits the website are forced to download a piece of content or fill up forms. So a number of leads are people who download contents from our website and also fill up forms. So these people also need to be tracked so that we can know where our company is heading. And for the third one, social media metrics is to make sure it is still in check. So if the company is losing many followers, and that's when we need to take action and focus more on social media. Question number 6 is, tell me about a time when you had to change your planned course of action at the last moment. How did you handle this situation? So during my internship at a public relations firm, I had a client who wanted to change the entire campaign strategy 2 days before launch. So my client was not satisfied and she was unhappy with my team's first draft. So we had to organize a late night brainstorm that evening, and we came up with many new ideas, and I took the lead on putting together a new deck, and it was quite challenging for me because it was my first time putting together a new deck. And fortunately the client was thrilled, and she was very happy with the fresh new plan, and all the new ideas were included. Question number 7 is, your manager wants to buy new software to help increase the team's productivity, and she asks for your recommendation. How do you respond? So first of all, I will ask my manager about the features that she's looking for the new software, and also the company's budget. So with these two details, I will research for the new software. I will see reviews from people about the software within the budget, and also I will pick around 5 or 6 new softwares that are relatable, and I will narrow it down by looking at top recommendations. And yes, finally I will show my findings to my manager. Question 8 is, describe a time when you had to solve a problem but didn't have all the necessary information about it beforehand. What did you do? So it was my first time working in a pharmacy, and I was a cashier at that time, and there was a customer who asked me for PCM, which I didn't know what PCM was about. And when I checked in the internet, I didn't find anything related. So I told my customer that I don't know PCM. So my customer was angry, and she told me PCM was paracetamol. So that's when I started to gather information about medicines and all. So